Good morning, students. In the last class, we finished up to problem number 7. Okay. What is that problem number 7? Resultant of 4 non-coplanar non-zero vectors A, B, C, D can be 0. Minimum 4 non-coplanar forces are required to keep the particle or body in equilibrium. So the resultant of that 4 non-coplanar forces may be equal to 0. So 7, it will be C. Next, question number 8, you see what they are asking. 8. If A bar is equal to 3I cap minus 4J cap and B bar is equal to minus I cap minus 4J cap, calculate the direction of A bar cos A bar plus B bar. A bar, B bar, two vectors are given. A bar, what is the value given for that? 3I cap minus 4J cap, that is A bar value. B bar value, they given it as minus I cap minus 4J cap. Okay, if you do A bar plus B bar, then what we will get? 2I cap minus 8J cap, just addition only. 3I minus I will be 2I minus 4J minus 4J, it will be minus 8J. So resultant vector A bar plus B bar is equal to 2I cap minus 8J cap. Clear? So if we represent that vector in coordinate system, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Here what we will get? Both we will get as positive. X positive, y positive. This side what we will get? Minus xy. Here both are minus. Here this side x is positive, y is negative, x is I cap, y is minus j cap. So what we will get here is, this is, if we represent this vector in coordinate system, that vector will come like this. You may have a doubt why this vector is in this here, why it is not here, why it is not here, why it is not in this quadrant. Like that you may have a doubt. If 2I plus 8J is there, 2I plus 8J, that will comes here. Minus 2I plus 8J, minus 2I plus 8J, that will comes here. Minus 2I minus 8J, it will comes here. In this quadrant, x will be positive, y will be negative. Therefore, we are representing like this vector. In this is the x component. This vector's x component, they given it as 2. This will be its y component. This value is how much? 8. Is it clear? Then that vector, how much angle it is making, they are asking. This angle value is how much? This angle they are asking. Clear? So what to do? See, tan inverse 4 with positive x-axis in clockwise direction, tan inverse 4 with negative x-axis in clockwise direction. So first we will find the angle. So this is one component, this is another component. This component magnitude is 2, x component, y component magnitude is 8. Already we represented this in the negative y-axis. Again, no need to write here -8. Remember, okay? Then, to find this angle, we will draw a parallel line for this. For this, we are drawing a parallel line. So, this line will also have the same magnitude. If a vector is moved parallelly, there will be no change in its magnitude. So there one triangle is formed there. Here I am assuming this angle is alpha. So tan alpha is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side will be 8, adjacent side will be 2, this will be equal to 4. Then alpha is equal to tan inverse 4. What is this angle with what that vector is making? With positive x-axis. Okay. So from the positive x-axis, if we move an angle of tan inverse 4 in clockwise direction, we will go to that vector. So what is the answer there is? Tan inverse 4 with positive x-axis in clockwise. Once again I will explain. Try to understand. So, listen. What to understand? A bar, B bar is given. Very good. Then A bar plus B bar is equal to, we got this one. Definitely up to here you will understand. This vector, how much angle it is making with x-axis or y-axis minus x-axis, like that in clockwise direction, in anti-clockwise direction, what is the correct one they are asking. So first of all, this vector I am representing in the coordinate system. So this is y-axis, this is x-axis of the coordinate system. If we represent this vector will comes like this. Because x is positive, y component is negative. If we represent this vector, it will comes like this. In this will be the y component. This will be the x component. Okay? This is x component, this is y component. X component is equal to how much? 2. Y component is how much? 8. No need to write as -8. Y already it is represented in the along the negative y axis only. So again no need to write here -8. 8. To find this angle, I am moving this vector to here so that one triangle will be formed there. This vector I am moving to here. So there will be no change in its magnitude and a triangle will be completed. Okay? Yes. So what is the fact? You know already, when a vector is moved parallelly, there will be no change in its magnitude and direction. So here one triangle is formed there. From that triangle, tan alpha is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. This value is equal to 8 by 2. That is equal to 4. Alpha is equal to tan inverse 4. That is the angle. How this angle? It is with from positive x-axis. This is positive x-axis na? From this positive x-axis, what I am doing, I am moving in clockwise direction. I am moving in clockwise direction with angle tan inverse 4. Then that vector came for me. Okay. So what is the answer here is, it will be first option. A. First option. What is the answer they gave? Tan inverse 4. Angle is tan inverse 4 with positive x-axis in clockwise direction. That is the answer. For example, we will take one or two examples on this for better understanding. This is x-axis, na? This is y-axis. This will be negative x-axis. This will be negative y-axis. If the vector is like this, you know this angle, then what to write? That angle, same angle let it be. Tan inverse 4 with positive x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. If you move in anti-clockwise direction, that vector will come. If the vector is like this, if you write in this way, you know this angle, then what to write? With negative x-axis in anti-clockwise direction by angle tan inverse 4. Like that you have to write. Depending on the position of the vector, you have to choose. For example, vector is here. It will be like this. This is clockwise, not anti-clockwise. Clockwise only this is. This is anti-clockwise. This vector, same angle, let it be. What to say here? With negative x-axis, this vector I am saying. With negative x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. In anti-clockwise direction. By angle tan inverse 4. Like that. Depending on the position of the vector, that will change. Here what is the answer means? Tan inverse 4 with positive x-axis in clockwise direction. That is the question. Next, after 8th, 9th, what they are asking, see. Two vectors are given by A bar, B bar. If 3A bar plus 2B bar minus C bar is equal to 0, then the third vector C bar is equal to, simple and direct question. We will do that question. What they are asking, see. A bar, one vector. How much value? That is minus 2I cap plus J cap minus 3K cap. That is A bar vector. B bar is, a small printing mistake is there. Modify the vector like this. 5I cap plus 3J cap minus 2K cap. This is vector B. A bar, B bar are the two vectors represented like this. Then what they are asking? 3A bar plus 2B bar minus C bar is equal to 0. 3A bar plus 2B bar minus C bar is equal to 0. Then that C bar value is how much? Bring this C bar to this side. Then C bar is equal to automatically how much? 3a bar plus 2b bar. Clear? A we know, B we know. By substituting here, we will get the value of C. So this is 3 into A bar value minus 2I cap plus J cap minus 3K cap plus 2. B bar will be 5I cap plus 3J cap minus 2K cap. Clear? So A bar place this one, B bar place this one substituted. Just addition only. Addition you know na, same. Here what will happen? Minus 6I cap plus 10J cap, 10I cap. Minus 6 plus 10. That will be 4I cap. Simple only na? Minus 6I plus 10I. 10 minus 6 will be 4I. This is 3J. This is 6J. So it will be equal to 9J. 3 plus 6, that will be equal to 9J. Next. Minus 9, that is minus 4. So minus 13. Minus 13K cap. So C bar magnitude will be 4I cap plus 9J cap minus 13K cap. It is appearing like B. So this will be how much means? Minus 13K cap. Simple only na? Minus 6I plus 10I will be 4I. 3J plus 6J, 9J minus 9K minus 4K, totally minus 13K. Okay. So what is the option we will get here is 4I plus 9J minus 13K. It will be first option. Clear? Next. Question number 10. What they are asking, see. Okay. Definitely already I told to you, listen once again, there is a big jump between 10th and 11th syllabus. Okay. You should adjust your mindset for this. Okay. This is not only for you. This is for all. This is for all the students. There is a big jump in physics syllabus. Maybe in all subjects also, between 10th portions and 11th portions. Here big problems will be there. So, don't run away from this problem, face this. Definitely it will be easy and definitely in some days you can understand. You should understand this is not exclusively only for you. This is all the 25 lakh students who are studying 11th and 12th overall India, maybe more also. Same syllabus will be there. Okay. What is there? If it is tough or if it is easy, we will learn that. Okay. Tough is there. We'll place more time spent on it. Definitely it will come. What will happen? Next. Question number 10 you see. Three forces are acting on a particle. Three forces. F1 bar is equal to. Three forces F1 bar is equal to A into I cap minus J cap plus K cap. F2 bar is equal to 2I cap minus 3J cap plus 4K cap. F3 bar is equal to 8I cap minus 7 j cap plus 6 k cap. Okay, F1, F2, F3, these values are given. These forces are applied simultaneously on a particle, and particle is in equilibrium. What is the value of A? That is the question. These three forces acts on a particle. Here one particle is there. On that particle we applied these three forces F1, F2, F3, and that particle is in equilibrium. Means that force is equal to 0. Means F1 plus F2 plus F3 is equal to 0. Then A value is how much? So, given particle is in equilibrium, so F1 bar plus F2 bar plus F3 bar is equal to 0. Then you substitute these values here. So, addition means all A components, all I components you should add. All J components you should add. All K components you should add. Clear? Then what will happen? See, F1 plus F2 plus F3 means A plus 2 plus 8 I cap plus. All will be minuses only. So minus A, here minus A, minus 3, minus 7 J cap plus A plus 4 plus 6 K cap is equal to 0. Simple only. Understanding? F1, F2, F3 are there. These forces are applied on a particle, and the particle is in equilibrium means their sum is equal to 0. Then add this 3. So A plus 2 plus 8 I cap minus A minus 3 minus 7 J cap 1 plus A plus 4 plus 6 K cap is equal to 0. Again this will be equal to 0. This will be equal to 0. This will be equal to 0. They are asking find the value of A. Take any one. A plus 10 is equal to 0. This is A is equal to minus 10. Here also. What you will get? Minus A minus 10 is equal to 0. Then A is equal to minus 10 from this also. A plus 10 is equal to 0. Then A is equal to minus 10. Clear? This one, this one, this one, if you equate to 0, any one is enough. You will get A is equal to minus 10. What we did see? Three forces are given. These three forces are applied on a particle, and that particle is in equilibrium. Find the value of A. The sum of that three forces is equal to 0. By equating that to 0, we will get A is equal to minus 10. Simple only. Next. Question number 11. What they are asking, see. And one more thing. Students will feel, like you people, what they will feel is, sir, we listen to the synopsis, so we can do all problems like that. They will be in a imagination. And if some problems they are trying and they are failing, then they will feel synopsis, I am not understanding, or complete command on the synopsis is not came, like that they will feel, but that is wrong. Applications will come by practice. By doing all of these problems, we can apply like this also. We can apply like this also. Like this, we came to an idea about this. Learning the synopsis and doing the problems give complete idea about the subject. Clear? Just by preparing the formulas or by preparing some concepts, you can't do each and every problem. It requires practice. That's why here we are doing all number of models. What is there? This book is the material what given to you is a compilation of different questions collected from the different materials. So many books in the market, C.P. Singh, Arihant D.C. Pandey and MTG NEET Guide. Like that, so many books will be there. It is a compilation of 4-5 books. Then we will get this type. Okay. Next question number 11. What we are doing, see what they are asking. A vector q bar has a magnitude of 8 is added to the vector p bar which lies along the x-axis. The resultant of these two vectors is a third vector r bar which lies along the y-axis and has a magnitude twice that of p. The magnitude of p bar is how much? What they are asking, see, vector q bar has a magnitude 8. This vector is added to the vector p bar which lies along the x-axis. So, p bar is along the x-axis, that we can understand, and q bar is added to it. I am assuming q bar is like this. Okay, vector p bar, or you can take magnitude as p. P which is along x-axis, that is added to q. Okay, q magnitude is how much? 8. P magnitude we don't know. The resultant of these two vectors is a third vector r bar which lies along the y-axis. The resultant of these two is r bar, means magnitude is r, which lies exactly along the y-axis. Okay, and has a magnitude twice of the p. Everything is came, everything we mentioned in the diagram, see. So, vector q bar is there, its magnitude is 8. It is added to the vector p bar which is along x-axis. The resultant of these two is r, which has the magnitude of 2p and which is exactly along y-axis. Then what they are asking, what is the magnitude of p bar, that they are asking. Okay, these two vectors are added. This vector is completely along the x-axis. We know p bar is completely along the x-axis. Q bar is in the xy plane. So this is q bar. The resultant of these two will be how much? R, means 2p. It is completely along y-axis. Is it clear? P bar is along x-axis. Q bar in which direction we don't know exactly. But resultant of these two will be equal to 2p, that is along y-axis. So pi cap plus q bar is equal to 2p j cap. Then q bar is equal to minus pi cap plus 2p j cap. We'll get this one. Then find its magnitude. How much? Magnitude of q bar is equal to minus p whole square plus 2p whole square. So totally root 5p square. This value is root 5p. Clear? Q bar value in terms of p, if we represent, that will be equal to root 5p. Q how much? 8. So 8 is equal to root 5p. P is equal to 8 by root 5. So what is the answer means? 11th B we will get. Answer will be 8 by root 5. Once again see what they are asking. Q bar is a vector having magnitude 8. This q bar is added to the vector p bar, which is acting along the x-axis. This is added to this vector which is acting along x-axis. The resultant of these two vectors is r, which is equal to 2p, and this r is along the y-axis. So pi cap plus q bar is equal to 2p j cap. We got the q bar value. From that we got the modulus of q bar value, that is equal to root 5 into p. So that root 5 into p is equal to 8 they gave, because modulus of q bar is 8 they gave. So in this place we substituted 8. Root 5 into p is equal to 8 by root 5. That is the answer for that. Question number 12. What they are asking, see. Question number 12. BC is divided into 4 quadrants, 4 equal parts. PQR. The resultant of AB bar and 3AC bar is how much? So, what they are asking, see. Okay, like this one triangle they gave. They named A, B, C. Okay. Next, this BC they divided into 3 parts. P, Q, R. Then what will happen? Exactly equal. So what we will get? BP is how much? In the same way, PQ is 4 parts. This BC is divided into PQR. PQR. All are same only. BP how much? PQ also how much? PQ BP is equal to PQ is equal to QR is equal to RC. Okay. BC is divided into 4 equal parts by PQR. Then resultant of AB bar plus 3AC bar is equal to how much? That is the question. Completely this vector will be new for you. This type of problems, this type of concepts never came for you in the earlier classes. So place attention for getting the knowledge about it. Here they gave this is AB bar. Here they gave this is AC bar. Okay. We will apply triangle of vectors here. AC bar plus CB bar. AC bar means here to here. This is CB bar is equal to AB bar. AC bar plus CB bar, that value will be equal to AB bar. So this is AC bar. This CB bar is there, na? This CB bar, all are same. CR, QR, PQ, PB, all are same. I am writing 4 into CR bar is equal to AB bar. Any doubt is there? This CB, CR plus RQ, all are same only, plus QP plus PB, all are same. So 4 CR bar is equal to AB bar. Is it clear? I am assuming it is equation 1. Just I applied triangle of vectors. What I did see? AC bar plus CB bar is equal to AB bar. CB bar I wrote 4 into CR bar is equal to AB bar. Next. This one I am considering. This triangle. For this triangle, if we apply the triangle law, what we can write from triangle ACR. This is from triangle ACB. What to write? Tell me. AC bar plus CR bar is equal to AR bar. Am I clear? AC bar plus CR bar, that will be equal to AR bar. Then AR bar, then CR bar will be equal to AR bar minus AC bar. So bring that one to that side, it becomes minus AC bar. Substitute this one in this one here. Okay? Yes, I am rubbing this. The space not there. Substituting 2 in 1. What we will get? AC bar plus CR bar means 4 into CR bar means AR bar minus AC bar is equal to AB bar. Any doubt is there in this? This CR value I substituted in this here. The CR value here. Then how much we will get? AC bar minus 4 AC bar. This is 4 AR bar minus 3 AC bar is equal to AB bar. Clear? AC bar minus 4 AC bar means minus 3 AC bar. 4 A bar here I wrote. Then I am bringing this one to that side. Then 3 AC bar plus AB bar is equal to 4 AR bar. This only they asked to check that AB bar plus 3 AC bar, how much? This value will be equal to 4 AR bar. So what is the option for this means? 12th it will be B. B is the answer for that. Once again, simple question only, you see what we are discussing. 12th question, once again we will see. There is a triangle like this. ABC, na? Yes, ABC. It was divided into 3 parts. PQR, so that all parts are same. Then they are asking in that triangle AB bar plus 3AC bar value will be how much? Use this diagram. Like that they are asking. Applying parallelogram law of vectors for triangle ABC. What we write? AC bar plus CB bar is equal to AB bar. Clear? CB bar is nothing but 4 CR bar. AC bar plus 4 CR bar is equal to AB bar. Let it be equation 1. Next, consider this triangle R here. From triangle ARC, what we can write? What we can write? Tell me. AC bar plus CR bar is equal to AR bar. From this CR bar is equal to AR bar minus AC bar, that is equation 2. Substitute this CR value here, then we will get the answer. What to do? Substituting 2 in 1. What we will get? AC bar plus 4 into AR bar minus AC bar is equal to AB bar. So this is minus 3 AC bar plus 4 AR bar is equal to AB bar. Bring this one to that side. 4 AR bar is equal to AB bar plus 3 AC bar. We need AB bar plus 3 AC bar is how much? That value is equal to 4 AR bar. Okay? So B option we will get. Because this is 11, we are going slowly. Per hour we are doing maximum 6 to 7 problems, that's it. With this speed, if we do in the final examination, for doing physics itself, it will take minimum 5 hours time. Okay? We'll slowly, unknowingly to you, we will increase the speed. You may shock this much speed we are going like that in the future. Not now. Now at the starting we will go slowly. First grip should come on it. Then we will go fast. Okay? Like that we will make a strategy for that. 3 particles, last problem. 3 particles A, B and C start from the origin at the same time. A with velocity A, small a along x-axis. B with small b along y-axis. C C with small c in xy plane along the line x is equal to y. The magnitude of C, not C, magnitude of C, modify it, magnitude of C, so that the three always remain collinear. That is the question. Okay. Question number 13. What they are mentioning, see, here one particle. If you understand the diagram, you can understand. Going along x-axis. One particle, capital A, is going along x-axis. One particle B going along y-axis. One particle B will going along y-axis. Next, another particle C going along the line x is equal to ay. X is equal to y with velocity c. Is it clear? A is going like this. B is going like this. C is going along the line x is equal to y means it is going by making an angle 45 degrees with each axis. After 1 second, what is the velocity of A? Small a they gave. So after 1 second, this will comes to here. Let it be. 1 second, s is equal to, distance is equal to velocity into time. Velocity is a, time is 1. So this position is equal to a. This distance will get a. Next, after 1 second, it will comes to b. This distance will be a. This distance will be a. After 1 second, this will comes to here. This is C. So that these three are always collinear. To have that, what is the magnitude of C? Collinear means what will happen? All are lying in the same line. These three will lie in the same line at any time. Then what is the condition to be followed? What is the relation between BAC? That is the question. If the question is clear to you, one particle A is going like this. Another particle B is going in this way. Another particle C is going in this way. These three particles are going in this directions. Now, what happened here? After any time, these three particles are in collinear. Means after 1 second, it will travel a distance A. After 1 second, it will travel a distance B. After 1 second, it will travel a distance C. All are collinear. Okay. Then write the coordinates of C. This is C na. So this distance value is how much? This distance value is how much? So it is like this. This is C. This angle will be 45 degrees. This value will be how much? C cos theta. This value will be how much? C sin theta. C cos 45 means C by root 2. C sin 45 means C by root. C by root 2, C by root 2 are its coordinates. Here what is its coordinates? A0. Here what are the coordinates? 0B. So A0, 0B. Here particle C coordinates are C by root 2, C by root 2. All are collinear, means slope of this line will be constant. So slope m is equal to what will happen means y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, that is equal to constant. These two if we consider, this is x2 y2, this is x1 y1, x1 y1, x2 y2. If we consider y2 minus y1 means how much we will get? Y minus 0, y2 y1, y minus 0, x2 minus x1, 0 minus e. Between these two if we calculate y2 minus y1, c by root 2 minus 0, and this one what will happen? Here not where b, this is y2 minus y1 means b minus 0, 0 minus a. Here between these two what will happen? C by root 2 minus 0 by C by root 2 minus a. Is it clear? Then we will get this one by doing calculation, equating this and this, we will get the answer here. Okay? We will do that calculation. See what we will get. See here b by minus a. Here this will be c by root 2 divided by c minus root a by root 2. Root 2 cancel. This one you cross multiply. b into c minus root a. This will be minus ac. We need c value. Okay? So that's why you keep this BC here, that AC you bring this side, you bring this minus to that side, it becomes root 2AB. Clear understanding? Just BC, minus AC I brought to this side plus AC, minus 2 root A into B, root 2AB. Here you take C common. Root 2 into AB. C is equal to root 2 AB by A plus B. Okay. So the relation between A, B, C are root 2 AB by A plus B. So what is the option we will get here is 13, it will be D. Okay. Then using this we can do this problem. Okay. You just repeatedly you listen, you pause the video, you listen one problem, try to do. Like that when you are doing continuously you are listening, attention will be little bit less. Here chance is there. In the classroom it is not possible for you, but here we can pause the video 5 minutes after, then read the problem once again, how I explained, like that you follow, then you will get good advantage from this. Okay? Next, 14th question. What they are asking, see, when two vectors A bar and B bar of magnitudes A and B respectively are added, the magnitude of the resultant vector is always equal to A plus B, less than A plus B, greater than A plus B, not greater than A plus B. Okay, listen, what to understand here? Simple only. vectors are there. One vector magnitude is 3. Another vector magnitude is 4. Two vectors are there, their magnitudes are 3 and 4. These two are added. Their resultant will be in between 4 minus 3 to 4 plus 3. In between only the resultant will be there. Resultant will not be less than 1, will not be greater than 7. May be equal to 1, may be equal to 7. Is it clear what I am saying? Two vectors are, because parallelogram law of vector, what it is saying, R is equal to P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. It depends on the values of PQ and also theta value. That's why if two vectors are there, their magnitudes are A and B, then their resultant is in between A minus B to A plus B. Either it may be A minus B, either it may be A plus B, or in between any value will be there. Now you tell this statement answers. Two vectors are there. Their resultant is 5. Is that possible? Yes, possible. Maximum, how much we will get? 1. Minimum, how much we will get? Maximum 7. Minimum, how much we will get means 1. The resultant of these two will be in between 1 to 7, any value. Is it clear? Maybe 1, maybe 7, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, any 5.24. Yes, correct only. The resultant of these two will be 9. Correct, that is wrong. Because 3, 4 resultant never be 9. Maximum value how much we will get? 9 only, 7 only. 3, 4 resultant will be 0.5. If that is correct? No. Minimum how much we will get? Remember difference of that 2. 4 minus 3 it will be equal to 1. So here what is the question they are giving is, two vectors are there, their magnitudes are A and B. Their magnitude is, resultant vector is always equal to A, sometimes equal to A plus B, sometimes equal to A minus B, always equal to A plus B, that is wrong. Second option, less than A plus B, no. Next, greater than, always term is there, na? That's why that is wrong. Always greater than A plus B means wrong. Not great, always not greater than A plus B, that is correct. 14th it will be 4th option. Okay? Okay, with this today I will stop my lecture. Once again, totally yesterday and today we finished only 14 problems. Slowly we are going. Our intention is with every year minimum some time will take place for the student to adjust to this frequency, college level problems frequency. So up to that we will go slow, don't worry, try to follow the class. Any doubts are there? Any doubts are there? Your welcome doubts are, my name is this one, my mobile number is this one. You just WhatsApp me, you call me. If I am in lecture, I won't lift the phone, but afterwards I will call to you. You just came to bring to my notice your doubts. Okay? Okay, thank you.